First of all, I would like to good morning, everyone. My name is Pet, and together with my co-presenter, Pito, we want to present to you our SDG number 8, decent work and economic growth. And without further ado, let's begin our presentation. Starting with the table of content that we have been going through, this is the general 6 things that we're going to cover with this presentation. And moving on to the next slide, which is going to be the meaning of the decent work and economic growth. What exactly is the meaning of it? Which is the decent work and economic growth is basically the productive work for women and men in conditions of freedom, equity, security, and human dignity, such as a secure employment, fair wages, saving, working conditions, and etc. And now let's moving on to the next part, which is going to be the goal of the decent work and economic growth, which we have first one, which is sustainable economic growth, coming up with a promote policies to support job creation and growing enterprise. And the next one, which is full employment and the decent work with the equal pay, and coming up with the diversify, innovated and upgrade for the economic productivity, improve resource efficiency in consumption and the production. And in the next slide, we have another 4, which is going to be about the promote job employment, education and training, which is super important, protect labor rights and promote safe working environments, end modern slavery, trafficking, and child labor, and promotes the beneficial and sustainable tourism. And now moving on to the next part, which is going to be about a case study we have been going through, which is located in the Addis Ababa city. And the duration, they're still ongoing. And the objective of this case study is to reduce the poverty and the unemployment, which is exactly what decent work and economic growth come to take action. And also, they also provide people with an income and employment, which is really good. They also collaborate with the NGOs, training institute, and microcredit financial institution as well. And moving on to the next part, which is going to be about the best practice, which we have 4 major parts. The first one starting with to provide a suitable environment and learning. Of course, if you have a suitable or perfect environment for learning, the learning can be speed up immensely. And the next one, which is support the SME business in our country, which of course you should support it, support the traditional and gain both benefit for yourself and also those local peoples. And also the next one coming up with the invest in education and trainings. This one's super important. Like I said, if they have perfect environment for the education, for training, for learning, it's always good. And the last one, which is promote fair wage and working condition. Of course, no one don't want to get paid under average the wage. They all wants to pay fairly in their industry or the organization. And now let's move on to the next part, which is going to be about the scholar in the field, which Pitong will talk about it.
Okay, so Elon Musk will be SDG 8 that we wanna show his example. Starting with the first one, job creation. Using his company, for example, Tesla and SpaceX, have created variety of job opportunity. The goals of this company has led to the creation of manufacturing jobs, research and development position, and other more. So this directly contribute to SDG 8, aim to promoting full and productive employment. And second, clean energy transition. Tesla emphasis on electronic vehicle and renewable energy technology arrive with the goal of sustainable economic growth by advising the adoption of clean energy solution. And thirdly, space industry expansion. Through the SpaceX, he is not only advising space exploration, but also creating opportunity for private industry involvement in space. This expansion can lead to the growth of a new space economy, fostering new jobs and business in around that area as well. And lastly, innovation and technological advancement. This innovation of his company can have far-reaching impact beyond of the other, so they can inspire other industry, promote research and development, and drive economic growth through the commercialization of new technology as well. And next, moving on to the conclusion.
Okay, thank you so much, Pitong, for clarifying all those things for us. And how here is the conclusion. Decent work and economic growth, like I said, we always support the fair wages, the perfect environment for the education, for the learning, for the training, to promote and support those workers and produce as many successful workers as we can. And before I end this presentation, let's moving on to the next slide real quick, which is going to be the face of the members who are always supporting us behind the back and take us this far. And that's it for today. Thank you for your attention.